Virgo, let's do your July predictions. Let's see what is coming towards you. And so far, the readings have been really exciting. I've done water and I did Taurus. I had some technical difficulties with Taurus's reading. My camera didn't want to autofocus, so I'm going to be watching it like a hawk. So I don't have to edit it so much. Let's see. I am present. It looks like we're having focus here. Present moment awareness. And that's nice because sometimes we get stuck in the past or we get too caught up in the future, planning, thinking, and we don't really stop to smell the roses. I literally do that. If I see a rose, I can't help but go get my snoot on it. I have to. I have to see it's one of those good smells. Ooh, okay. Wow. Here we go. It's already starting. These things are being so synchronistic. The cards. It is incredible. Look at this gray. We have I am presence, present moment, she who is present to rest, now, awareness, acceptance. Okay. These readings are very strong and very in tune with the universe's messages towards the viewers right now, which I'm really excited about. I'm so happy that I can be that conduit of energy and information. It's wild. Oh, my candle went out. I wanna light another candle. Hold on. I like having that light. It's it's like a little bit of starshine. I like having that. So let's do that real quick. There we go. All right, let's get this one. What is it going to be? Cycles. Look at that. We are all becoming. Is that, yeah. Surrender to your changes, release your fear, trust this powerful process. Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Look at that. Very beautiful energy here. Let's draw. I'm drawing 4 tea leaves for some reason for these predictions. I usually just do 3, but I'm being prompted to do 4. All right, let's get our 2 extra bonus cards. Now, if these bonus cards have something about present moment or something, that's when when these cards confirm each other, it's just amazing. Really amazing. All right, one more. Okay, I don't know why I'm humming. That's fine. All right. Present moment. We are not looking at any kind of past energy. We're just looking at upcoming July energies, either beginning this month or coming towards you as you are watching this. You might be watching this outside of July. I don't know. Let's see. Make sure these are focusing. Knight of Cups. Are we focusing? I think we are. All right. We have the 6 of Wands. And, ooh, the sun. We have Leo energy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we have Leo here too. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Another 6. 6 of Pentacles. That's Taurus energy. Taurus had a lot of fire in there. Okay, this is coming out for everyone. What in the world is going on here with this devil energy? What I'm a little weirded out by this. This is showing up in everybody's reading, and also that Tower card. I wonder if there's a different message that's trying to come through, like a Mother Earth message. What is going on? Oh man, I'm not sure how to feel about that yet until I've done like the whole breadth of July, because like in May we had the 9 of Cups. There's usually like a theme for the month. You know what I'm saying? But this devil energy is coming out for everybody. What is it? Knight of Swords, Gemini, fast moving energy. I think it's clear. Let me see. Yeah, it looks good to me. All right, looks good to me. All right, so you have the Knight of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. Knight of Cups is that knight in shining armor kind of energy. This is someone who is willing to give and receive affection, love, emotion, okay? Those types of things. It's open to giving and receiving. And then what do we see with the 6 of Pentacles? I'm sorry. You're not this isn't a test. It's equal reciprocity, but it's also sometimes we are giving, sometimes we are receiving. So there is some energy here of giving and receiving. Now, hopefully, it's equal. We see balance here. So this is also highlighting because Virgo loves to be of service to people. Virgo loves to think that they're helping people. So this is just saying to keep that service, keep what you're giving and how much you're giving to others in balance. Don't overgive, don't overshare. You know, never give more than you can. And I think that's something with Virgos in particular. You tend to want to help people, and that's fine. That's great. But be careful who you're helping. Um, I don't think this kid is up to, bad business. I think he's probably accepting money on behalf of the orphanage, possibly, but we don't know. She's giving, we don't know how much she has, but I think she's got a lot. She's got 3 pentacles here. I like to think that this is the maiden from the 9 of pentacles, and that three is what she's willing to share with others. No more, no less. You know, never putting yourself in a position or a predicament where you have less or nothing, or you're just giving too much. It doesn't, overgiving does not make you a saint. It's not going to gain you any points anywhere or in any type of system. It'll just put you in a precarious place. I saw my aunt do that. She gave and gave and gave until she literally had nothing left. And I kind of wish she hadn't done that, because I feel like she should have been a little more discerning when it comes to the giving. So that's what we're seeing here with this energy is, and also knowing your value too. We have that value here of how much of yourself you are giving to others. So there's that. Be in that present moment with that energy. Look at this. This is okay. I'm not yet certain what all this devil energy is coming through. And what I mean by that is it's this is a universe card, okay? Like in, I think it was May, we had it wasn't a universal card, but it was wish fulfillment. It was 9 of cups all over the place. Everybody was getting it. And now the devil energy is popping up. So I think my hindsight, it will be more clear as to what is going on here with this. If you have an idea, if you think this is something that the world is going through, let me know in the comments below. I'm curious how you're feeling about this. So we have the 6 of Wands. This is victory. This is accolades, recognition, promotions, things like that. It is a daily life kind of card, the 6 of Wands. Standing out, getting attention, and I just had this vision of almost like a theater, like of a devilish person whispering in this person's ear. Why is that? Why did I see that in my mind's eye? That's weird. There is a tendency here. There are temptations showing up for people across the board. And I think we're needing to choose. Maybe that's what this energy is. Choosing the light versus the dark. There is this dark component that I think is just a part of Mother Earth. Not really a part of Mother Earth, but it almost feels like more humanity in general. And so, what is this? There could be, okay, if we look at you being very successful here and getting attention, you might be getting some not so good attention coming across. This could range in forms. Now, when you put yourself out there and you become successful, there's always a critic. There's someone who enjoys insulting people. Think of a sadist, someone who derives pleasure from other people's pain. Um, this could be a critic. I'm thinking of Anton Ego in Ratatouille. This could be someone trying to make you feel like you didn't deserve it. Or, and that could even be a negative component of yourself where you feel like, man, I don't deserve all this. So just, kick that stuff to the curb. But there's something insidious about this energy that tends to be lurking around. This could be a past person, even coming back, they see your success and they're like, oh, now they're all interested. It could be that. There's so many elements of what this could be. It could be almost that if you're doing great, you had goals here and you're achieving them, don't go back. Don't be tempted to fall back on your health or your goals. There's something here in the path that is trying to tempt you to go a different direction. Don't do it. you know this is an intense energy of my main thing with that devil energy. I feel like it's something that's trying to throw people off their growth, their path. you know and I think this is something we fight with a lot, whether it's a big temptation or small ones. You have a lot of clarity, a lot of happiness. I think you're going to be able to see this devil energy very easily for what it is. you know and be be the courageous element of the Knight of Swords. This is Gemini energy. It can rush right in, but I think if something like this did come across your path with all this clarity and happiness, you would just say shoop off with their head and just be like, no way, I'm not having it. Things are too good right now. You know, um, this devil energy, they see you. This is the problem. They see clearly too, because they are looking for their next victim, possibly. So be in your awareness and be careful that this little child, that could be the devil right there. Don't overgive. Do not overgive of yourself. Be um be clear about who you are giving yourself to, your time, your energy, your pentacles. Be very clear about that. And if something comes up that even seems remotely toxic, just use that Knight of Swords energy to cut it out. Yeah, cut it out. And that could be fears about success bubbling up too. If we look at this cycles, release your fear, trust is powerful. You could be afraid of success. You know what? I have to admit, I have been afraid of it, because I was always afraid that if I was successful, that I would attract negative, dark energy. And then I look back on my life, and I was thinking that's always around anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's there, hiding in the shadows, in the darkness. And I've had so many terrible people in my life. I hate to say, so why be afraid of success when that kind of energy can just be lurking around? You can't, there's nothing you can do about it except for shine a light on it, recognize it for what it is. So don't be afraid of your success or afraid of, putting yourself out there, to have something. Virgo. But the main thing is don't overgive. Be careful who you're giving to. That's the message I'm getting there. It's too many. All right. I'm glad this reading is clear. All right. I think you're learning more about your true value here. Okay. That was weird. Stay. I'm just throwing things around too much. 3 of Wands. 7 of Swords. And the 5 of Pentacles. Oh boy. Let's see what's going on here. Now, we do have the Sun. And this is energy for the entire month. We're not looking back. So the Sun would say you're coming out of the cold. That's defrosting, right? Okay. 3 of Swords. 2 of Cups. And a Queen of Pentacles. That's Capricorn again. All right. So Three of Wands. This figure here isn't, it's kind of waiting on these ships to return. There was something that was put out, an order, a request, some type of energy, and now waiting for it to return. Waiting for those ships to come in. Not very active, just kind of standing there. That's my problem with this card, is the inactivity. And it's crossed by the Three of Swords. So it could be that you've been waiting for something to happen for a long time, Virgo. And it's, I kind of feel like whatever this is, it may not happen the way you're expecting it to, because there is expectation in this card, because it's, you're waiting for something to come back or come something. It, how long are you going to just wait? You know? So I think this is wanting you, the Three of Swords is a card of healing, of understanding, of forgiveness, that those ships may not be coming in, those particular ones. You know, there's some kind of disappointment here in this Three of Wands. Or what it could be saying is that during this period of waiting, you're waiting for something, work on yourself, work on your healing, you know, take care of you. Don't, idle hands are the devil's workshop, right? So this is saying while you have time, if you are ever in a period of not having something to do, you do. You've got the Three of Swords. It's saying to heal, whether it's mental, physical, emotional. Work on healing is what that is saying. I know it's not very exciting, right? So we have the Seven of Swords and the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a good card. This is a card of a soulmate, you know, unconditional love. It doesn't have to be romantic, it can be. And it is crossing Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is a card of strategy. She's disarmed the enemy. She doesn't share a lot of her own personal information with others because, you know, some people are not good and they'll turn it and use it against you. You know, kind of a more narcissistic type energy. And this is saying to be more cautious in your really close personal connections, because I think in the past you probably did deal with some devil energy, because we do have the Three of Swords here. Okay, I'm just saying there could be something from your past that comes up in July that needs healing. You know what I'm saying? Now, this forgiveness, you could have been maybe possibly wronged by some type of soulmate energy or something like that. But the forgiveness, you don't have to talk to that person. You don't have to tell them anything, especially if they were toxic, then no. But you can heal things from your side, you know, and then that would open you up to receiving better types of friendships and soulmates and things like that. But being strategic, you know, you're not going to just jump for the first person that gives you a wink. You know what I'm saying? So there's a selectiveness happening here, and a lot of clarity too. A lot of clarity, because this is pretty much a good stuffs read. You're going to see any toxicity well before it comes to you. And look at this. We do have cycles here. The Six of Pentacles is a card of the moon. And the reason why it is because it goes in cycles. We have cycles where we are givers, We have cycles where we are receiving, we're in need, right? And we see that cycle here again. So cycles is going to be a big thing for you this month, Virgo. We have coming out of the cold with regards to your resources and becoming the queen of them. That's what you're headed towards. So if you have been in a lean period resource wise, you're going to be improving a lot, is what I'm seeing. You're going to be a master here, a queen of resources, very fertile. So be careful, fertile myrtles, very abundant, but very resourceful. And this would also kind of be a card needing you to be resourceful if times are lean, you know. But I see you coming out of this cold. And the thing with the Five of Pentacles is you need to focus always on your strengths and your best qualities, and just do more of that is what I'm seeing there. Let's keep going. Got one more row, Virgo. And being in the present moment, you'll be able to spot these cycles, I think, a lot easier. Ooh, Eight of Cups. Okay. Queen of Cups. And the Five of Cups. Bring this down just a smidge. Okay. Let's see what's crossing these energies. Okay. Well, bam. Oh, more clarity. Look at that. Ace of Swords. Hierophant. Taurus. And the Eight of Swords on the Five of Cups. Virgo. All right. So we have the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Swords. This is the one card in the tarot that showcases a eclipse, lunar eclipse. And so you are walking away from anything that's not fulfilling. Those cups aren't empty, they're full. They're with things that you just don't want, don't need. And that's good to be able to decipher what you don't want and then cut it out. I think that's the Ace of Swords here. It's clarity, it's wisdom, it's an opportunity to move forward with your life instead of backwards. And this is like a present moment energy of just cutting things out, letting things go. Excuse me, letting things go. I really like that. There's a lot of thought being put into this. And if it's not worth your time anymore, because we have that value here with the Six of Pentacles and equal reciprocity, if these cups are not giving back to you, you're done. You are done. Look at this. We have the Queen of Cups, Cancer energy, and the Hierophant, some Taurus energy. There could be an offer coming in here for a relationship, a stable relationship. This could have been something you asked the universe for. This is a blessing. This is a person who's very emotionally available. They're nurturing, they're giving, they're kind, very emotionally intelligent and mature. This could be you mastering this inner love, inner peace. For some of you, that's what this is. This is you becoming the master of your own love and self-respect. Because the Queen of Cups here, if you notice, she's letting this cup, it's not what she wants, so she's just kind of holding it down. This is what she's offering, possibly. So I get the feeling here, Virgos, that I'm feeling rose quartz with this. Some of you might have a piece that you're really fond of or you wear a lot. It's very important to you. But anyway, this Queen of Cups here, very forgiving, but she's wise. She's not going to go back to something that was toxic. No way. And I'll tell you this energy here of self-love and understanding is not going to resonate with those types of energies. Even though she's kind and giving, it's only to the right types of energies. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be to anything toxic. You'll see that a mile away and be like, I am so not interested in that. So there is some mastery here with that. And that's nice because we have that Three of Swords. So I think you do heal. And we do have the Sun here. And the Eight of Swords is also another card of Gemini. What I'm going to say about this energy here is you, considering all the cards we have, you have been in this type of energy before. And it may be kind of part of the energy that you are coming out of in July. You know, this is pretty tough energy. This is regret, sorrow, sadness, loss with the Five of Cups. And then that's crossed by this cycle of just, it is just burning your brain up. It's just running in a circle, feeling trapped in that despair type of emotion. This is leaving. Look at all these other wonderful, inspiring cards. This is what you are overcoming this month. You know, this is about trusting your intuition, freeing yourself from this mental cycle, releasing your fear, because this is worries and fears, about something that has to do with the heart and emotions, you know, things being spilt and done and over. But understanding that you'll be able to see these new opportunities, you'll know that it's there. This is what you're overcoming this month. For sure. There's no doubt in my mind that that is being, you're clearing it out somehow, some way, through your healing powers. Let's see what we have. Happy love. Look at that. A joyful and stable partnership and good friends. You are moving towards relationships and people strategically on purpose, you know, that are going to be better for you in your life, that are going to give as much, you know, as equal reciprocity in the relationships. You have the Sun twice. I knew you were overcoming this. There is no doubt in my mind, Virgo. Open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. This, the Sun is shining all over this. It's such a beautiful reading. That devil will just burn up like a vampire in the sun, you know? That's what they are. Probably an emotional vampire. Woman, dealings a relationship with a woman. Okay. Dog, protection from a powerful friend. You might have someone warn you of someone else. Just go, noted, Dunsky. Carriage. Ooh, you might, there, or maybe travel. Yeah, could be. Knight of Swords. We have the Three of Wands. A journey either physical or mental. And then we have Grasshopper. Situation in the balance that requires careful handling. That's at Seven of Swords with her handling that information about yourself. You know, be careful with that information. Don't be mysterious. Do not tell your whole story the first time you meet somebody. You know what I'm saying? Mystery is good. All right, Virgo, I hope this reading helped you. It seems pretty good for July. A lot of sunshine and happiness. It's good. All right. Let me know if you like this reading. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.